What's going on, everyone? I know it's been a while since I've been on my YouTube, but let me tell you, I've been wanting to make this video for an extremely long time. I want to talk about a lot of things today. Six things specifically, followed by an announcement to make at the end. The first three things I want to talk about involve myself. I want to talk about the history of Trihex, the Trihex you currently see before you, and then the future Trihex, right? And then the last three things of the six are about my YouTube channel. I wanted to talk about the history of the channel briefly, the future of the channel, and then like what videos you can expect in the future for my channel. And then after I get those six things out of the way is when I'll get to the final portion with the announcement I want to make. So for the history of Trihex, I feel it's important that you know how I came to this point, especially if any of you are newer viewers who discovered me from Mario Maker in 2015 or onward. And before I go over how I used to be in my past, I think it's important that we review what hasn't changed about me. And that's my perspective on speedrunning. Speedrunning to me has always been an extension of enjoying a game so much that you want to play it again repetitively, over and over again, as you do in speedruns. I always feel like I have to enjoy the game in order to run it, and I have to play it casually at least once to appreciate the activity of destroying it and losing that sense of vanilla gameplay or vanilla casual gameplay to get into the speedrunning aesthetic and mindset. And with that, I started streaming in 2011 alongside being a full-time university student. As time went on, by 2012, about a year and a half into the game, I was growing from speedrunning Yoshi's Island, and I developed this unhealthy correlation of self-worth tethered to my skill at Yoshi's Island. Because I started streaming, already known as Yoshi Island Speedrunner, I felt obligated to fulfill that role. There's a principle about this, I forget exactly what it's called here, but whenever you think people know you for something, you're more inclined to fulfill that preconceived notion of yourself. And due to that, I just felt like I had to be, because I was most known as a Yoshi Island speedrunner, I had to become the best. So to continue though, throughout 2012 and 2013, I never played any other games due to the guilt of not being the absolute best at Yoshi's Island. And it was crazy because at that time, I was, unlike 2011, 2012 and 2013, I was putting way more time into streaming like 4 days a week average or more. I naturally grew a desire to want to play other games, but that guilt kept me as a prisoner. In mid-2014, I got into working out, and working out really helped me remove my ego of feeling entitled or obligated to become the best at Yoshi's Island, because, again, the ego was being fulfilled by me wanting to become number one. And I grew. I went from 8th place in Yoshi's Island, 100%, the category I enjoy running the most, growing all the way up to 2nd place in Yoshi's Island by March 2015. And then in 2015, September 11, Super Mario Maker came out, and my Mario Maker viral blow up happened where I literally overnight, went from 700 viewer average with speedrunning Yoshi's Island to 6,000 to 8,000 viewer average for weeks on end, casually playing Mario Maker. And the unfortunate situation, or the unfortunate aspect of that, is that with that blow up of viral viewer count, resurfaced all of my anxiety of the correlation of self-worth tethered to skill from Yoshi Island. Except now it had the added pressure of now keeping the viewer numbers. I felt like if I, for any reason, lost this viewership, that I was a failure or bad at streaming. Chapter 2 is on current Trihex, the one here before you right now. For me, present, there's two major important topics here about fitness and exploring the new indoor mist games up until now that I want to get into here. But first with fitness, before I was paralyzed with the anxiety of having too many priorities and the inability to focus on a particular goal. I used to have these, I used to wake up in the morning and have these, just feel like I'm drowning in a pool because I'm like neck deep in all these things I want to do, but really can only pick one, but try to do them all if I can. And that included things like streaming more often and streaming on time with a schedule, working out more often, and then wanting to improve my RL situation, with a better stream room or studio. And I felt like I couldn't win, and I would end up being put on tilt because it's like, what do I feel like I can't win. I wake up at 2 o'clock, I'm not even live until 6 p.m., and I'm missing all my time zones, and it used to drive me insane. But now, simply, fitness has been and is currently my number one priority above streaming. And you can probably tell by the streams have been like less frequent and shorter. But it's all with the goal of putting on clean mass and then slimming to single-digit body fat percentage with the certification of mastery of aesthetics by having abs. Working on it, getting there, not there yet, but we'll get there in time. This commitment to getting the abs and to getting certifiably fit was cemented. So whenever I told everyone on stream that I'm keeping a beard, growing it out until I get to that point, until I have abs, right? It's a little bit of an exception right now though, because with TwitchCon like next week, I need to get a little fresh. Your boy got a little line and shit looking hot right now, and I've been people tell me that they're liking the beard anyway. So, but the beard will stay regardless until I'm actually fit, if I am to shave it. Continuing on though, I'm taking cardio and carbs very seriously for the first time. And embarrassing to say here, I've been lifting since 2014, and every year I feel like I've made massive progress on just like getting better at it. But I am finally now getting on monitoring my carbs and getting into macros. I have basic macros now, and I'm gonna get advanced with them after TwitchCon. Right now my macros are basic stuff here. I was trying out my first wave. My first 9 weeks of macros was a basic 40-40-20, 40% protein, 40% carbs, 20% fats. Anyways, to continue there though, I feel held to a higher standard because of being synonymous with fitness and working out. Being one of the few who's fit on Twitch gives me a really positive feeling. And I want to be a role model for what people can achieve, and I want to look amazing for the audience. That really brings joy to me and gives me a lot of self-worth if I look the part of what they expect out of me. Plus, streaming's a very emotional thing, and it's pretty much like when I used to be a waiter and I used to serve prior to being a full-time streamer. And being confident, having a strong self-worth, which comes for me by being fit, ultimately being one with getting my full potential achieved, helps a lot with that. When it comes to exploring new and missed games, since August of this year, my stream content has included barely any Mario Maker. I've been on variety like hardcore lately, and I've been working on embracing the enjoyment of my stream and recognizing people come for me, and not just the game director I happen to be featured in, which used to be the case for both Mario Maker and Yoshi's Island, right? 2017 is also a year of firsts for me in many ways. I've played a lot of first time things. Probably more so in the last 6 months than the previous 6 years of streaming. First time playing a Zelda ever, first time playing a Metroid game, first time playing a tactics game on stream, Mario & Rabbids, which makes me really excited for XCOM in the future, or playing an XCOM title in the future. And even playing a visual novel on stream. Like, reading a visual novel with y'all was really fun, so that was really awesome. I no longer feel trapped by the audience expectations or stuck in my single one success directory and fear of the view count plummeting and having that again tethered to my self-worth. You can see here this little feedback loop of insanity where I don't know, you can't really win. But that's no longer the case now though. Alright, so now for the fun stuff. Chapter 3, Future of Trihex. So here's the great news, okay? Streaming regains my top priority once Super Mario Odyssey launches after TwitchCon. From July of this year until now, fitness has been my top priority above streaming, which again is why the streams have been shorter and less often. But again, complete 180 once I'm actually at that point. What I can say happily about the future is that I am not quitting speedrunning. I know a couple of y'all have been fearing that for the longest time now. If anything, actually, we're going to see a huge 180 where I'll be certifiably speedrunning because I'm probably speedrunning Mario Odyssey. After playing it firsthand and playing the demo at GameStop, and it's fucking amazing. There's no way that I can play that game casually once and be satisfied with it. I will want more, and speedrunning will fill will fill that itch that I have for more of that game. It's just so the movement is so good. It's insane. And even though I know technically it'll be defined as variety streaming, ultimately my search for playing out and trying new experiences on the stream the last 3 to 4 months have ultimately been a passionate drive to find, or should I say, a drive to find the passion that I had for Yoshi's Island in the first place. Like, Yoshi Island is amazing, just happened to be an amazing speed game, but to find other speed games that give me that kind of joy, there's no doubt I have to play what I will find that intrigues me casually beforehand. I still do believe that you have to, to long-term enjoy a speedrunning game, you will have to enjoy that game casually prior to diving into the speedrun realm of that game. All right, Chapter 4, the history of my YouTube channel. In the beginning here, my channel was a very personal thing, and it didn't really have a focus. You can see by my ancient 06 videos, like here or here somewhere, like that it was like whatever I felt like uploading at the time. But eventually, by 2008 and 2009, I ended up finally uploading my very popular 2006, 2007 Yoshi Island speedruns that I did on Speed Demos Archive way back when. But still never really had an overall vision or direction for the channel. But once I got into streaming in 2011, that's when the transition happened, where it became my stream highlight reel and my highest tier speedrun content. You know, my Yoshi Island speedruns, whenever I would get a personal best or you know, ever aim for world record pace on quite a few of them. It became a place for my highest tier speedrun content, which often meant that like I threw away a lot of potential good stuff, especially things that documented the journey of me getting to those phases. So oftentimes I felt like only the top 1% of my content was ever worth uploading at all, which often meant that there was infrequent uploads for weeks or even months at a time. Chapter 5, the future of my YouTube channel. A major goal for me now is to have my channel, through its content, show who I am as a whole person instead of these strictly the video game hype moments with the clutch and whatnot, whether it be a speed run or really clutch moment I would barely survive in Mario Maker or whatnot. Like, what else is there to me besides just being that Yoshi Island speedrunner who also plays Mario Maker? You know? So I definitely I feel like I need to become more well-rounded in that regard. I'm very excited to tackle that task in the future now. I want to show more of my personal journey through speedrunning, gaming, streaming, lifting, and whatever else I may come and get into in the future. I think that'll come best by just displaying more of my thoughts and personal opinions on topics that intrigue me, which leads right into the next topic here. So, Chapter 6, types of videos to expect in the future from my channel. I definitely want to do opinions on current and past topics, both related to speedrunning and not. I want to do videos on some frequently asked stuff, like my thoughts on Yoshi's Island, my favorite speedrun game, what would make a good speedrun game, my philosophy on speedrunning. I want to definitely do one on why I don't speedrun Woolly World. That's one I got asked for like a year straight, and I'm really excited to break that one down. I think it'd be a fun video. Of course, those aside though, those specific topics here, I do want to have a continued stream of gameplay and stream highlights I've already had before in the past. I'm just going to continue to expand upon that. And probably one of my more exciting ones in the future is I want to do fitness videos, actually. Like, I know there's just a lot of everyone's intrigued by the world of fitness. Like, whenever I'm just fangirling about it out loud on stream. Like, y'all want to know like what's in my gym bag when I'm going to the gym every day. Like, what do I pack? What do I use? Why do I use it? What workouts did I do? Which ones do I find overrated? Which ones do I find underrated? Which ones do I enjoy the most? And of course, I want to do one in the future eventually about my fitness journey. Because if you look through all the years, like of 2011 to 2016, there's like or 2017, I'm sorry, literally like 6 tries there. Like I used to weigh as little as 140, and now I'm like over 200 pounds. Like it's crazy. Like what I've gone through to get to this point now. So all those have me really excited to do. No longer intimidated by that anymore. Okay, everyone. So y'all have survived the comprehensive learning experience of Trihex. You know about my past, present, and future, both with myself and with my YouTube channel. Now it's time for the spicy part, the announcements. So let's get to the first one, big one right away here, and that is that. So now you know that after TwitchCon, my top priority will no longer be fitness. It will return back to streaming. And I can't think of a better way to celebrate that than to unleash upon you my excitement and joy for the game that I've been wanting to play the most since it was announced January 12th for the Nintendo NX reveal, and that is Super Mario Odyssey. So I'm telling y'all right now, it's officially going to be called the Try Hard Odyssey. I am doing a 30-day live stream marathon, 30 days straight, 8 hours a day, minimum, all for Mario Odyssey. Like, I want to play the game, I want to 100% the game, I want to speedrun the game, I want to drive multiple categories of the game, I want to get good, I want to get godlike, I can't get enough of it. I am fucking ready, dude. Like, this looks like Yoshi Island hype to me right now. I can't even... I mean, once I played it at GameStop on the demo, I was just I already knew. Like, this is like... I mean, not just me, everyone loves it, but like, I'm fucking ready, dude. So yeah, it's going to be a 30-day live stream marathon where I'm going to be streaming like minimum 8 hours a day. There will be weekly giveaways. I have a Switch. I have a SNES Classic. I have a Kinect right now where I might have a GTX 1080 to give away. So I got some hot swag, man. There's going to be some the weekly giveaway is going to be pretty fucking epic for each week of the Try Hard Odyssey. And all of that will include sub goals to get more emote slots. Like we're getting to a point now where the emote game on my end is so savage that like people are getting salty about me deleting already good emotes for more good emotes. And I feel like if I do this, then this is like the one way where we can come together and spread the hype that, you know, maybe I can push for more emote slots to make you all happier subs. That's really, really exciting to me. I want to see if can I do this? I want to do it. I want to try it out. So Try Hard Odyssey, 30-day marathon starts the day Odyssey comes out. I'll have more details about that probably on Twitter or maybe in the description. Continuing on though, another announcement here. I know y'all have been disappointed by the lack of Yoshi's Island pretty much since 2015, since Mario Maker came out. But I want to reassure you all here that there will be more Yoshi Island ROM hack speedrun content in 2018. Both speedrun and creation. I do not think here for a second that Golden Yoshi Island and Yoshi's Reverse Island are both the only things I wanted to do. I want to do much more than those two ROM hacks in particular. And I have some definitely unfinished business, and I want to make at least 2 more ROM hacks between now and 2020. But I'll save the elaboration of those future ROM hack plans and ideas for a later video. And then finally here, probably one of the bigger announcements actually is that I know I have fans. I have fans and viewers and homies who are watching me who are not in NA, y'all, not in North America. I got some Trihex EU fans, some European fans who just are completely... I don't even know how you guys still deal with me. I'm so bad at the time zones. I'm never live for you guys. I am so sorry about that. It's been years at a time of negligence. It's so fucking terrible. I got Australian homies. I have people in Japan too. Like, and when y'all miss the stream, I do very little to help summarize or cover what you missed out on, other than y'all suffering watching the laggy Twitch VODs and whatnot. So I wanted to announce today that there would be a second YouTube channel debuting alongside this one resuming called Trihex On Demand. Me and my editor will collaborate together, and every video posted on Trihex On Demand will have any important monumental progress done in the stream, whether I'm playing a new game or speedrunning another game or whatever else. The important, relevant progress made, not just the highlights, the progress as well, all be documented there, and it'll be edited. So every entry into the Trihex On Demand will be max 1 hour. That way, you know, I didn't want to do just like another like Twitch VOD dump on YouTube. I feel like I can do a little bit better than that. So I'm going to try out this format of targeting these like 1 hour runtime edited versions of the stream, and then if If you guys appreciate that, or if you guys want more than that, I can change the rules. But as of right now, we're gonna go for that. So if you want to try out, check out the channel. You can check out the first thing there is the new way back when Team Solo Mids Zero's coach Pierce, my boy, came over and taught me how to play Smash Brothers for Wii U. You can see me get smoked there, but it's a really fun video. It's not just me like losing; it's actually him spitting all this fantastic philosophy about that. So check out that video if you want to see it. Check out that channel if you want to subscribe to it. That's the announcements. And with that, I want to thank everyone here. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for waiting for this moment of self-awareness and happiness and progress to all become a trifecta and collide together. I want to thank you for putting up with me all these years with the insecurity and the moodiness and just the negligent streaming. I think I've definitely grown as a person. Even making this video now is me like showing that I have definitely grown. Thank you for helping me become the best me I can be. Myself at my full potential, because without you, I'm not sure where I would be at this point, but I'm happy you're here with me.